2018, and as 2021 draws to a close, we look at some top movers in the mid-cap space. Cosmo Films is one such stock, gaining over 195% in 2021 so far. To discuss the company's business outlook, we are joined by Pankaj Poddar, who is the CEO of Cosmo Films. Mr. Poddar, good afternoon. Thanks a lot for joining us. Well, the stock has been a big mover this year, up almost around 200%. We've been talking about the big expansion plans that the company has, how the raw material prices have moved, how we have seen supply disruptions as well back in May. Tell us what is quarter three looking like so far. Of course, we're almost at the end of quarter three as well. And what is the outlook for the next year?
So the outlook for let's say the quarter three is looking quite positive to us. And even the next year is very positive. Our specialty growth continues to be on the right track. From last year, this year, we had a 28% growth in our specialty films. So that is helping us improve quarter on quarter for last 10 quarters. Every quarter, we have been able to give better results than the previous quarter. So overall, it's a good going for us.
All right, it's good going for you. So can you tell us a little about the future, given the fact that, this year you've been one of the strong wealth creators in the mid-cap end of things. Your specialized polyester line, BOPP line, all of that is coming on stream in the first quarter of FY23. What's your outlook in terms of revenues for FY23 and FY25? I mean, by FY25, what does your business look like?
Yeah, so we should be able to close the current year at roughly 3,000 crores. And next year, by quarter one end or early quarter two, we'll be starting our polyester line. As far as polyester is concerned, we will come with shrink labels, we'll come up with heat control films and a lot of other specialty films there. And being the first year, we expect that we'll be adding close to 350-400 crores of revenue. But as we move to the next year, we'll add another 100-150 crore revenue. So we expect that by 23-24, we'll be adding 500 crores as a minimum from the new line. And then the BOPP new line will come up, where we are going to add close to 900,000 crores. So we're expecting that with these two additions, Cosmo Films alone should be close to a 4,500 crore company. I'm obviously not including the Cosmo Specialty Chemicals and Ziggly growth, because they're also expected to grow quite well over the next 2 years.
Okay, so 36% growth is what you're expecting in FY22. It's actually higher than what you had indicated in earlier interactions that we've had. What will margins look like? In FY21, you did around 17%. Quarter two was strong, around 20%. What is the raw material situation looking like? And will this growth put some pressure on margins, if at all, because of the new capacities that will come in?
See, as far as the commodity margins are concerned, they're fluctuating quarter to quarter. Obviously, there are new lines coming up, 2-3 new lines are coming up next year. Having said that, Cosmo is continuously working towards increasing its specialty films, niche applications, technical films, and that is helping the company to improve the margins. We expect that process to continue. We had earlier told the viewers that we'll be able to reach 80% specialty films by March 24. We expect that to do much earlier than that. Hopefully by March 23, we'll be sitting close to 80% of our sales from film coming from specialties as such. So that will help us maintain very stable margins. It will continue to improve margins on specialty quarter on quarter. Obviously, commodity is not much we can control. It is dependent on demand and supply situation and the number of new lines coming up. But there also we expect that next 3 years, the machine manufacturers are totally overbooked because a lot of capacities are booked by China. And therefore, we see healthy margins in India over next 3 years, barring next year where there are 3 lines coming up, but that also from India demand perspective is quite reasonable.
So a number, if you can share that with us, 20%, is that something that you can sustain?
Yes, so this year we do expect that we should be sitting close to 20% here and there. Obviously, we normally do not share the future forecast, but all I can say is that we'll be sitting on a quite strong numbers over next 3-4 years that we are right now forecasting as such.
All right, let's talk about something that has me extremely excited. We had done an entire episode on, Mad About Markets one of our shows on the channel where we spoke about the pet care business and the opportunity that it provides, especially given the growth that it has seen during the pandemic itself. And you were pretty, sanguine on the way Zigly would come about as well. You had, 500 to 700 crore worth revenue targets coming in. Do you think that has sustained post-pandemic? Because we've seen instances of people abandoning their pets post-pandemic as well. At what rate do you think can this industry grow at? And in that, your business?
See, first of all, Indian market is very small as far as pet care market is concerned. And it has to grow at a phenomenal pace for multiple reasons. Pandemic was only one of the reasons. But the biggest reason is that families are getting smaller. We all recently saw that India's growth rate is now kind of balancing out. India may start to see population decline faster than what was expected earlier. Now, what is happening is with income levels going up and families getting smaller and smaller, you need a companion. And therefore, just like in developed markets where we saw that in US, then we saw it in Europe, then we saw it in China, India is not going to be any different, where a pet is going to become a companion for the families. And therefore, this business for next 10, 20 years, we do expect a very good growth in this business. We had launched Zigly with 3 different things. It's obviously a digital-first omni-channel business. Our first experience center, pilot run, has gone phenomenally well. Every customer that has visited us has given us full marks in terms of the way we have executed. And therefore, now we are going to scale up our retail executions, as far as next 2 years are concerned. When it comes to our website, obviously there are some initial bugs in that, which we are correcting it. But again, the entire work that has gone behind it, we do expect over next one.
We take your point, Pankaj. When we had discussed about the drivers for the pet care industry, it was the same: nuclearization of families and rising income levels. We saw that in the US, etc. And the fact that you're doing well with Zigly. But the point is that, you also have formidable players here. Heads Up for Tails, for instance, has been raising a serious amount of funds, and a lot of the other companies as well. So in that regard, do you think the time is ripe for you to at some point, monetize or separately list Zigly as well and unlock your value there?
So this is again something that is continuously coming for discussion. Obviously, we are not hungry for cash. We have a very strong balance sheet. We have 0.85 debt to EBITDA ratios. Therefore, from a financing side, it is not as much a need. But at the same time, PE investors add a lot of value to the company in terms of improving its valuation, in terms of giving its inputs on how to scale up the business, so on and so forth. So that is one discussion that is continuously we are doing internally, that what could be the right timing. As of now, nothing has been decided, but obviously...
What revenue level do you think, at what revenue level do you think you will raise some equity or, unlock some value, some part of it?
To be honest, multiple PE funds have already started approaching us because there's a lot of noise which Zigly has created from a very good execution that we have done. But having said that, we have not looked at any specific numbers. Right now, we are making sure that our pilot for all 3 goes very well, from van, from experience center, and from website. And then we want to do a faster scale up. This is something which we are discussing internally, and as and when the board and the management discusses on a certain number, we'll certainly come back. But we are not going to keep it for too long. We will set it up as a separate company, as I said earlier, in 2 to 3 years' time. And at some point in time, we will look forward to bring some investors into the company.
Okay, Mr. Poddar, then we are looking forward to that update from the company. Thank you so much.